Now it's time for Bleav in the ACC with our starting lineup. From Florida State, number 17, Charlie Ward. From Morehead State University, number 50, Lloyd. And from Murray State University, number 2, Kendrick. Get ready for the best sports show about the ACC in all the land. Bleav in the ACC starts now.
I was just gonna sing a little bit of the press and pros just to give everybody the mashup feel, but then I thought better of it. I thought better.
You could have done Popcorn World.
I could have Popcorn World. I could have done that and still would have gave the same feel. Listen, I am Lloyd Spence, and living in his own Goody Mob video is my brother. Who's that creeping in my window? Wow. What is going on in these streets?
And I don't know. It's
crazy.
Scary situation.
Crazy. But I digress. Another matchup is upon us, and we got a lot to talk about. Bleav in the ACC. We got press and pros. A lot of great stuff going on. We're going to get through the easy part first, which is Bleav in the ACC. It's pretty cut and dry. It's chaos.
Yeah.
It's absolute chaos.
Cut and dry and chaos usually don't go together.
They usually don't, but it's apropos here. So to bring everybody up to speed, we've had an entire season of football, of which 5 teams finished 6-2, one team 7-1. The 7-1 team was easy. They got in because they were 7-1 in the conference. The other teams, 6-2, were thrown into a pot. Someone swirled the pot around and said, let's see what comes out of the pot. And somehow we decided that the 7-5 Duke Blue Devils should be the second team to compete for the ACC championship. Kendrick, your thoughts?
I'm not good at math. But I don't know how the tiebreakers worked out into the point that a 7-5 team was like, yeah, that's the number 2 seed.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm okay at math, and I still don't understand. But I don't feel like this is basic math, though. I feel like this is something else. And by the way, let me join my brother Kendrick. I've been holding off for weeks now, so I will finally acquiesce. Although I will say this is wildly uncomfortable. Okay.
The way you put him on, I thought you was E40. Tell him when to go.
For shit,
you can tell that the East Bay was his home.
Jesus Christ had dreads for Shaco. I ain't got nothing, but I'm thinking about growing some. I love E40, in case you don't know it.
You know he's got ties to Louisville.
In my mind, E40 is my cousin, but I don't think that's really true. But in my mind,
he's got Louisville ties.
Listen, I love him. E40 is a good time all the time. All the time. But anyway, I digress. So I don't understand it either. I really don't understand it either. In fact, if you look at the standings right now on ESPN, Duke is like 6. So I don't understand how we arrived at Duke being the choice for the ACC game based on the tiebreakers.
Yeah, as I said, that's why I said I'm not good at math, and so I don't know how the tiebreakers.
Is this a math problem?
It's got to be some kind of math. Because I don't understand it any other way, and that's what I'm bad at. So
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm sure if we was to go digging through the tiebreakers, we could figure out how it happened. But I mean,
I tried to put some stuff together and say, okay, well, maybe it's because this happened, that, and none of it made any sense. And then here's what makes it even worse: not even the highest ranked team in the country. Neither one of those teams. The two teams that are playing for the ACC championship, both are underranked to the best team according to whoever in the ACC, which is Miami. Miami essentially could make the college football playoffs, even though they didn't make their ACC championship game.
But that's
and by
good
the way,
for Miami.
Well, it's great for them. Listen, the U is back, baby.
But the thing is Miami needs the game because for some reason, even though they beat Notre Dame, it doesn't matter.
That's the other thing. So, in addition to having one of the best wins against teams that are potentially getting into the college football playoff, Miami is ranked after the team that they beat head-to-head. I don't know what's going on in college football today, but that's what's going on.
And the wild thing,
crazy.
Too, and you know, we love making fun of Miami on this show because they're always back.
And
however, in their defense, and I'm coming to their defense in full force.
Right.
A, they beat Notre Dame. B, the experts keep saying, well, Notre Dame's playing so much better. Look how much better Notre Dame's playing. Notre Dame hadn't played anybody. They played two ranked teams. I guess you can throw Pittsburgh in there because Pittsburgh was ranked when they played.
Right.
24. But that's it. And they lost to two of the three ranked teams they played. Yes, they blew out Syracuse. Syracuse is on the third string quarterback at that point. Yeah. And so you can't look at that and be like, yeah, they're playing so much better than Miami. No, they're not.
Yeah.
It's Notre Dame. It's the brand.
Right.
But the crazy thing to me is Miami's a brand too. It's not like we're comparing Notre Dame to like Wake Forest. It's like Notre Dame. Miami is a brand too. Miami is going to go 24-4 in their last two seasons and not make the playoffs either season.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I'm not going to argue against the people that saying Notre Dame are playing better. They are playing better against an ACC schedule. Who did they beat? Boston College, Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford, North Carolina State. Where do these teams play? In the ACC. What team did they lose to? Miami. Who's in the ACC? So if we're talking about the schedule, Miami played better against the ACC than Notre Dame did because they lost to Miami.
And then even you throw in Alabama. I'm like, okay, common opponent, Florida State. Alabama lost to Florida State. Miami went to Florida State and handled their business. Like, I
don't understand any of this. I'll be honest with you. None of it makes sense.
Because like Miami, it does drive me crazy because like Levitar is unlistenable right now because they're just talking. That's all they're talking about at nauseum. But and they always have this complex that everybody's out to get them because out to get Miami. Which in normal times I'm like, yeah, full of it. Right now, I'm with them.
They got a legitimate case.
They have a legitimate case. It makes zero sense. There's nothing you can tell me that will make sense. I
feel as though this is setting up for Alabama to get the final spot. Or, and I throw out another name. I hate to say it, but I may not be wrong. There's a reason why Texas is 13th.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to get Arch in there.
Yeah. So, listen, we've talked about this since the inception of this show, is that in these playoffs, the TV show is going to win in the end. And so far, we have not been wrong. That's how an undefeated Florida State ends up on the chopping block to Alabama. That's how that happens, because the TV show wins out in the end. This may not be any different. Now, I agree with Kendrick that Miami is good TV. They bring a nice crowd. They travel well.
They do travel. Well. They travel. They don't go to home games, but they do travel.
Right, they don't go to home games, but they'll get on the road. So, it seems like Miami would be a good fit for all of this. Carson Beck is a name. So I don't know. It's just weird how this is all going to play out. But also, I'm kind of here for the chaos. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm here for the chaos, but
Yeah.
that's the other part of it too. Though, I'm like, Miami brings the chaos.
Miami does bring the chaos. They
bring the chaos. They are Miami. They are wild. They're crazy. You're gonna have a very energized Michael Irvin on the sideline. I mean, they are a TV show in themselves.
Yes.
Mario Cristobal is going to do something crazy at some point that's going to make you like wonder how this dude's a head coach. But at the same time, he's going to have the best players on the field.
Absolutely.
And so,
and by the way,
is a brand. Florida State is a brand. It's like,
yes.
I get, because we talk about it's a TV show all the time, and we've always agreed that that's why they got left out. But at the same time, those are brands too.
Those are brands too.
So those brands are going to get left out for James Madison.
And here's the scary part about everything we're talking about. The scariest part. Duke could absolutely win that game.
Yes.
They could absolutely win.
They absolutely could.
There's nothing about that game that Duke couldn't win that game. I think
that's why so many of us are upset too, because
yes,
we can see that coming.
It could totally happen. And I hate to say that because I've enjoyed watching what Tony Elliott has done this season. It's been fun. He's had his team. They've survived a lot of games, but we've seen that movie before too, where you survive all these games, and then the one game you need to survive, you don't. I'm looking at you, Jeff Brown.
But they survived too many games.
They've survived way too many games.
We've been saying all season it's going to catch up to them,
and this could very well be that game. So
but it's caught up to them in their loss this year. And
yeah. There's nothing about Chandler Morris that scares you. There's nothing about Virginia's offense that scares you. Right.
He's not 100%.
He's not 100%. Right. So I just don't know. We may be living in a world come Sunday where there's only one ACC team or there's no ACC team.
The fact that they are really ready, willing, and able and want to leave the ACC out is amazing to me, especially when you look at the ACC's record against their vaunted SEC this year.
It's been great. And I'm looking at, and now I'm looking at you, Kentucky. It's been great.
That's the other part, and I have seen a lot of the national analysts bring it up that Texas went to overtime with Kentucky and can barely put any points on the board. Meanwhile, Louisville beat them 41-0
with backup running backs.
With not even backups, Lloyd. A walk-on started the game, and our guy. I say our guy because it makes me laugh because I know your history. Matt Jones
I love him.
Had the funniest comment that I've heard talking about that game when he says, so that the running back for Louisville was a freshman walk-on from Ashland, Kentucky. Last season, in his last game, he rushed for 61 yards against Corbin, Kentucky, against Corbin High School.
Yeah.
Against UK, he rushed for 113. He's like, so we gave up 52 more yards than Corbin.
That's a great line. I gotta give Matt credit for that one. That's a great line. Yeah. It was, first of all, this game was a disaster from the start to the end. It never was a game. Like the moment they said, let's start the game, it was like, okay.
It was for a possession and a half until UL blocked that punt.
Yeah, it was like an exhibition. And at some point, it's kind of weird. At some point, you feel bad for the UK fans because I was like, this is your king? Like, this is your guy? And y'all don't want to. That's why I knew he was going to get fired. I was like, there's no way you're going to keep this dude. I understand what you guys are saying. The buyout is amazing. I got it. But 41-0 in that state?
Especially after they got blown out by Vanderbilt the week before.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. There's no way. Yeah.
The combined scores of the last two games against Louisville was 82-17.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't not in that state. And here's the other part that works. As weird as this is going to sound, here's the other part that works against him in his favor. It had Mark Pope won that game, maybe he keeps his job.
Because Mark Stoops?
No, Mark Pope. Had Mark Pope won the Louisville basketball game, maybe he keeps his job. Maybe. Because it's like, well, we don't care about football anyway, so whatever.
He kept his job if they'd have lost like 41-34. If it was, as long as it was competitive.
Also that.
It's the fact that they got housed like that. That's why. And even then, they didn't. Mitch Barnhart is the athletic director of Kentucky. Nice guy. He's never been anything but nice to me. He's one of the just nice guys in what we do. He did not want to fire Stoops. That's why he didn't get fired till 10:30 Sunday night. Because he didn't.
And I understand, and I completely understand that. And I guess the reason why I say Mark Pope is because this fan base tends to get distracted very easily. So especially around basketball season. So if basketball season is going on, Mark, to your point, Mitch can kind of sweep this game under the rug and be like, okay, we took this L, but guess what, guys? We're still the best team in the state. But when you're not the best at anything anymore, this is a loud loss. Yeah. And so I just don't. It was bad. It was just bad on every level. So, but anyway, that was Saturday. Let's talk about Friday. Georgia Tech. They almost had this game. They almost had this game.
We kind of called that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we all still picked Georgia, but like we all kind of saw that coming.
Well, we're not crazy. We picked Georgia. But let's be clear, Georgia Tech, I don't want to say they exposed Georgia in a lot of ways, but their Achilles was showing for sure. Because it's Haynes King. It's one guy.
Right.
But that one guy all season long has been problematic for a lot of teams, which brings me to this. Can Georgia really win the national championship?
No.
Are they good enough to win the national championship?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All
I
right.
do you one better. Is Georgia better than Miami?
Oh, that's a great question. Ironically, if I had to bet on a quarterback, I would bet on the former Georgia quarterback over the current Georgia quarterback. So,
which again
brings crazy.
Which again brings us back to the TV show element of this.
Exactly.
Why would you not put Miami in to meet Georgia?
That's from our perspective as journalists, that's the story.
And
first round, Georgia versus Miami, the former quarterback versus the new one, that writes itself. I don't even have to spend 10 minutes on that.
And that's what, but I mean, and the NCAA does that all the time. Just like look at the volleyball tournament. Yeah, Louisville and Nebraska are going to meet each other in the Sweet 16.
100%.
That's the way they set up the bracket. They 100%. Do this all the time. It's like last year in the NCAA tournament, in the basketball tournament with Arkansas and St. John's meeting, Calipari against Pitino. They're going to do that. I guarantee you
that happened.
Guarantee you this year, Louisville and St. John's is going to somehow be in the same bracket this year,
without question.
This is December 4th.
It's without question.
We do our show after Selection Sunday.
Yep. It goes without saying. Miami trounced Pitt and had to, honestly, because that was the final nail in the coffin for anything that would.
But apparently that wasn't good enough.
Well, it may not. It may be too little, too late. Clemson beat South Carolina to give them, I guess, their 6th win. That was their 6th win, so that got them bowl eligible.
I think that was their 7th. I think they got their 6th. I think
that 7th. Okay.
think they went over Louisville, got them both.
Was there 6? Okay. Boston College beat Syracuse, and Syracuse was finally put out of their misery because it's been a long, awful season for Syracuse.
I feel so bad for Syracuse. If their quarterback doesn't get hurt, I mean,
we're maybe having a different conversation.
Yep.
Wake Forest lost to Duke, although they gave Duke all that they could handle, which is what Wake Forest does. Great to see that this is our representation for the ACC championship. It's going to be awesome to see that. Thank God this is over. Thank God this is over.
In so many ways.
Oh, my God. This was a nightmare for Florida. This, in some ways, was worse than the season. Is that last year that they lost all those games? Was that last year? It was that.
They went 2-10.
That was last year. Okay. This was some ways worse than that. Because every week they had a chance on paper. It just never got off the paper.
I don't know. But I think the paper was convoluted because of that Alabama win.
It was.
Yeah,
it was. Florida State arguably has one of the biggest wins of the season.
That tainted everything for us.
Oh my God. The whole season we spent going, why are y'all losing games? This makes no sense. The team you beat is in the college playoffs. Sort of.
Shouldn't be.
Right. Shouldn't be, but that's where we are.
Well, if they lose on Saturday, they won't be.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't be. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This has been a wild ride, to say the least. Virginia beat Virginia Tech. And if you watch the game, they finished the game. I mean, now rivalry games, to be fair, are always tough.
Zero.
Right. To be fair, rivalry games are always tough.
Yeah.
But there's nothing about Virginia in this game that said, hey, we can go win a national championship. With all due respect. And their record is fantastic. But you're not picking Virginia to win anything. And so and neither is this committee probably. They're not. I think Virginia. I'm confused about the rule. By the way,
Virginia to win.
I'm confused about the rule too, because we had some discussion about this the other day on one of the other shows. Is the rule that the top 5 conferences automatically gets bids?
I think it's
or is that the ambiguity of the rule?
I think it's the top 5 gets it, but if the winner of the top 5 is ranked below one of the group of 4 teams, then the group of 4 gets in over the top 5, over that conference. So that's why the ACC needs Virginia to win.
Right, because otherwise Duke's not getting in.
Right.
And rightfully so. A 5-loss team should not be going to.
Even though I did see Heather Dinich on ESPN said it's not out of the realm for Duke to get in. Basically, James Madison would have to lose, and Duke could get in.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
So
if Duke got in, that would be
the
most
ACC
insane.
needs James Madison to lose.
For its own legitimacy, James Madison must take an L. That's crazy. Okay. NC State does what NC State does. They beat the brakes off of UNC. And
that game for me was hard to predict going in because Carolina had been playing better.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, while I
Agreed. Agreed. California in an upset. Pulled off the upset against SMU and essentially solidified that the quarterback for California will be playing probably in LSU by the end of the I don't think there's any possible way that kid is playing in California next year.
They might come up with some NIL money.
They better hurry up because that kid, he played his way into a check.
Yeah.
Especially the last 4 games of the season. He absolutely played himself.
He played his way to a check in that game against Louisville.
Right. I was impressed with him then. And by the way, not out of the real possibility that's your starting quarterback for Louisville next year. Like, a lot of things are on the table right now. I'm just going to tell you. A lot of things are on the table.
After after yesterday, there's a lot on the table with the hiring of Will Stein at UK and him bringing in a quarterback.
Yeah, he brought his quarterback with him, and he came from where did that quarterback come from? I'm trying to remember.
He's a high school kid, but the Piankowski, I think it starts with a P. And the thing with that kid though, he's also a top baseball prospect, so there's a chance that he never plays college football.
Oh, so he may not. Yeah, okay.
But
so they're in a weird place because they may or may not have found their guy.
And they've got Cutter Boley there, who is a good quarterback, who I think is going to get all kind of offers this offseason. It's going to be a fun offseason to watch because Cutter Boley grew up a Kentucky fan. He's a Kentucky kid, but money talks, and he's going to get offers.
And stay tuned through the holidays because this is going to happen quickly because the timetable has changed.
Yeah, the transfer portal opens on January 2nd.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to happen whatever happens, it's going to happen very, very quickly. So the holidays will be the negotiation period. July 2nd, you'll probably see a lot of names drop. Nobody's going to wait because you don't have time to wait. You got to make your decisions quickly or you won't get an opportunity to. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Notre Dame did what they had to do in beating Stanford. And then in our Bleav games, it was Ole Miss over Mississippi State, which, whatever. You know what? Lane Kiffin, I don't care. You know what? That dude, man.
Lane Kiffin, he amazes me. He makes me laugh. He does make me laugh. But I'm like, why are people so clamoring for this dude? He's not won anything.
Anything.
He has not won anything anywhere he's been.
I had to remind myself. I said, I need to remind myself. Has this guy ever gone to a conference championship game?
No.
All he's had is winning seasons at top tier programs.
He was an assistant. He's never won anything as a head coach.
I've never seen. You know what? Lane Kiffin better than David Blaine. Far better than David Blaine. I don't know how David Blaine does any of that magic stuff that he does, the pulling frogs out his throat. I don't know how he does any of that stuff. But Lane Kiffin is, and by the way, Lane Kiffin is the definition of unmitigated gall.
Yeah.
He said, here's what I'd like to do, guys. Hear me out. Just hear me out. I'd like to go get my new job, but keep coaching my old job. But also have my new job pay me for doing my old job. What do y'all think?
And in the process, I'm going to recruit the best players off my old job to take my new job.
To come to my new job. What do y'all think? And I wish I could have been in that meeting with the AD where he took off his glasses and said, "You have lost your mind." I'm so happy that the AD kicked him out and so was like, "Man, if you don't get out of here."
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy he did that. That made my weekend, by the way. But that was crazy. Indiana destroyed Purdue. Texas A&M took a massive L to Texas, which brought in all kinds of questions about Texas A&M. Like, have we been deceived all this year? Because we've all said that Texas – we all saw the Texas-Kentucky game, right? We all saw that, right?
Well, in their defense, I mean, like we said, it's a rivalry game. Texas has been playing better since that Kentucky game.
And by the way,
Arch has been playing a lot better since that Kentucky game.
And by the way, Arch, one more year, buddy, and you're the number one pick in the draft.
He's number one pick this year. Who's going ahead of him? And then, before you answer,
yeah,
look who's picking.
It's gonna be us.
No, it's gonna be.
Well, it might be Tennessee. It might be Tennessee.
Well, if it's Tennessee, then no. But it could be your roommate.
Well, it's either us, Tennessee, or the Jets. One of us is picking right. If it's the Jets,
he's the number one pick in the draft.
That would be the Jet, the most Jet thing to do. Golly, you're probably right. Jesus, I hadn't even thought about that.
Yep.
Because if I was picking, even though I think he may have one more year, I could be wrong, but I think he has one more year. I think I'd pick Mendoza.
Mendoza can come out. He can come out this year.
Yeah, I think I would pick Mendoza. I think he's the best, most NFL ready quarterback.
Now put your logic aside.
It's gonna be Arch if he comes out. It's gonna be Arch. It's absolutely gonna be Arch because they can't help themselves. Well, I don't know. Aaron might do it differently. He might be like, "Nah, son, I ain't doing that." I don't know. But their owner likes shiny things. So that's the problem.
And the owner lets his kids make decisions.
Yes.
And his kids are not adults.
Right. It's like, what do you kids think? Pick the tall one, Daddy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. Ohio State destroyed Michigan. Vanderbilt did what they were supposed to do.
And was not surprised
but it didn't. I don't think it's going to
matter.
matter.
I've said it all season, and I've said it for years.
Yeah.
Pick against Tennessee in a big game.
Yeah.
No matter.
So as we go into our final week, I carry a small 1-game lead, but I don't think it's going to matter because we will have a definitive champion because this is championship week, ladies and gentlemen, which means we, in tradition of our show, pick all of the championship games, sight unseen, on some of these games. Because full disclosure, I've never seen Kennesaw State play at all. So we're going to take our risk.
We do have lives.
Right. We have lives, things to do. But this will be interesting to see what happens in championship week. And also, just full disclosure to Kendrick, to make in the spirit of transparency and fairness, Kennesaw State, I think their their coach just went to go coach somewhere else. I think he's going to, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's headed to North Texas because the North Texas coach went to somewhere else. Like the dominoes are kind of falling there.
Well, for what little I do know about Kennesaw State, I know they're a new D1 program. So for them to be in the conference championship, I think it's only like year 2 or 3.
Yeah, it hasn't been there long.
Yes. I'm not surprised that the coach is leaving. But that being said, with the coach leaving, is he staying the coach or is he already gone?
That I have no idea, and I wish I did. I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say they're probably going to let him stay and finish that out because, hey, what else are you gonna do? It's not a Lane Kiffin situation.
Most situations are not.
No, they are not. So, am I going to take Kennesaw State in this one? And essentially, this is the one that cost me the entire thing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know enough about Jacksonville State.
I know a little bit about both of these programs because they're Conference USA and Western Kentucky's in Conference USA.
Okay, there you go.
So Jerry Mack is the coach. 45. He's only 45.
Young kid, yeah, young boy.
Yeah.
I say young kid. He's like 6 years old, younger than me.
Maybe 5 years younger, but yeah, he's a kid.
Right.
He's a brother too.
Okay.
Says he's current. I don't know if. I'm trying to figure. I'm figuring some stuff out on the fly because that's what we do around here.
That's what we do. We just, we're in real time sometimes.
And I think he may have been there. Well, of course, I click on his profile and it takes me to his Twitter page.
Right.
It says new beginning. So no, he's still there. Apparently, because
he's not leaving.
Well, hold on. Ole Miss is elevated Pete Golding to his permanent head coach to replace Lane Kiffin. Right? Golding and break. I don't know. Oh, he must have retweeted that. Yeah. So Coach Mack is still there. Coach Mack is still there.
Okay. Well, good. So then I feel confident in saying that Kennesaw State will win, even though the game is in Jacksonville.
Well, with the game in Jacksonville, I think I'm gonna go with Jacksonville.
All right. So there you go. So Jacksonville for Kendrick. I will ride with Kennesaw State. on that one.
I'm giving Conference USA standings.
There you go.
All right. So they both went 7-1 in conference. Kennesaw went 9-3 overall. Jacksonville State was 8-4.
Uh-huh.
Jacksonville State's undefeated at home. That's why they got the home game.
And they both play okay on the road.
Well, Jacksonville's 3-4 on the road, and Kennesaw's 3-3 on the road.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Let's see. Kennesaw lost to IU 56-9. However, they lost at Wake Forest 10-9.
Who did?
Kennesaw. And when they in their head-to-head, Jacksonville State won the first matchup 35-26 at Jacksonville State, where this game is on.
Where this game will be played.
The game is tomorrow. So
it's hard to beat a team twice, though.
But it's easier when you're at home. I'll go Jacksonville State.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with Kennesaw. On that one. But there's a lot of games, so we got plenty of time, including Troy and James Madison, which is again a big game.
How big this game is amazing.
Yeah, because it probably will decide everything else.
It's going to decide a lot of fates in this. It's a lot of teams rooting for Troy.
Why would I believe that Troy could win this? That's the real question.
Well, Troy's 6-2 in the conference, 8-4 overall.
Okay.
James Madison's number 25. The one loss was to U of L.
Did they play each other?
That's what I'm looking.
Yeah.
They did not. They did not play each other.
So
Troy lost at Clemson 27-16, very respectable. Yeah. Lost to Memphis 28-7 at home. They had a bad losing streak. They lost to Arkansas State 23-10, then lost at Old Dominion 33-0.
Yes.
But they can bounce back, beat Georgia State, and they beat Southern Miss to close out the season. Yeah, I'm going with James Madison.
It feels like James Madison will win this because it's at home.
And because they're 8-0 in the conference.
They don't seem to be having a problem with the conference so far.
You know, they just ran through this conference. I mean, they beat their closest game was at Georgia State 14-7, so that had to be like watching paint dry. Oh, common opponent, Old Dominion. Yeah, James Madison beat them 63-27.
We're good. That was the info we needed. We are good. All right. North Texas and Tulane is their coach going to be allowed to finish out what he started?
For some reason, I'm thinking he is. I feel like Tulane's coach is finishing that.
Okay. This is a brand new thing. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I'm sorry. Microsoft has added a new feature that I really like. So
the side by side?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just discovering it at the same time.
I was like, I've been doing this for years, and now you're doing it for me. This is great. It's gonna make my Sundays or my Saturdays and Sundays so much easier now. Okay.
Even though mine is telling me right click on this tab and select new split with current tab.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
But like when I right click, it's not doing anything.
Oh, you clicked on the tab?
Yeah.
We're so old right now. We're having an old A moment.
Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Yes, it is neatly put in there. It's very nice. Very nice. We're so old. Okay. All right. So Troy. Oh no, we're talking North Texas. Is he going to be allowed to coach that team?
I haven't heard. For some reason, you talking about Tulane or North Texas?
Both
of their coaches.
Oh, that's right. Both of their coaches are gone. Jesus. Okay. I don't know
I can't
what to
see
do with
Florida
that.
letting him coach. I'm thinking he's probably Summerall's probably in Florida.
Yeah, they're probably not having it. That's SEC, baby.
Right.
Leave your past behind. Um, I'm gonna say Tulane wins that one because it's at home, and because of what you just said. That I can see a path where the Tulane coach gets to coach his team. There's no path where the North
You
Texas
mean
coach gets to coach his team.
you mean the other way
Summerall's
around?
not coaching his team.
Well, Summerall was at Tulane.
I mean, oh well, then I'm picking UNT then. So who
Yeah.
is the who was the UNT coach? I don't remember.
Let me see my newfangled split screen I got going.
I love it. And by the way, to go backspace, I'm educating you in real time. You click on the new tab, the new one, and then hit the backspace button, and that's how you go backspace if you need to go backspace. I love this. It only took them a million years to get this technology, but I love it.
Wow, North Texas only loss was to South Florida, but it was bad. 63-36.
Right.
Da, 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 da.
Who's playing in the Pac-12 championship? Just FYI, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I apologize. That was you deserve better than that. Because they didn't get an invitation at all. Nobody.
Well, they're not a conference really. It's two
They
teams.
have conference. They have conference wins and losses.
It's just two teams cutting it up. The North Texas that game is at Tulane. Let me see about Tulane. Let me see about the Green Wave. And Tulane always takes me back to my youth
Your misgotten youth.
when they were in the Metro with Louisville.
I remember those days.
So Tulane's two losses are 45-10 at Ole Miss and 48-26 at UTSA, which I was watching that game for some reason.
Why?
It was on a Thursday.
What made you watch that game?
It was a Thursday, and I was at the station. I think I'm gonna go with Tulane. I'm very tepid.
Okay.
Where did North Texas's coach go?
I want to say he went to the Big 12, but I can't remember.
And I am confused on how to navigate these tabs.
So I wonder if I'm going to try something. No, that didn't work. Oh, you can double tabs. Oh, this is dope. This is so dope. Okay. All right. It's a lot going on right now, people. We are completely distracted.
I'm sure this is a great podcast.
Yeah, we're completely distracted right now. But it's cool. It's very cool. It's very cool things going on right now.
Hey, if you all want to play along, do the same thing we're doing, and you'll see why we're distracted.
Yes, this is brand new stuff going on in real time right now. Okay. Give me I don't know, maybe I should go North Tulane, but they're both ranked.
You just smashed up both. You just said I'm gonna go North Tulane.
North Tulane. That's right. I'm hedging my bet, Kendrick. I'm hedging my bet.
That's the hedgiest of the hedging.
That's the hedgiest of the hedgy. You said Tulane. I can't. All right. Crap. I'm gonna go North Texas. I'll stay with North Texas. I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is the definition of flying blind right now. All right. BYU and Texas Tech. The first time that they played, this did not go well at all for BYU. But again, it's tough to beat a team twice.
At least this is on the neutral. Is this on a neutral field?
It's on a, well, sort of. I mean, it's at AT&T Stadium. So technically that's a neutral field, although Utah is quite a ways away from Texas. So if you want to call that a neutral field, then okay.
I'm going Red Raiders.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech knows they have everything to play for, and they're probably gonna. And I like their coach,
I
by
do
the way.
like
Shout out to their
the
coach.
I do like the story with BYU's coach staying. They could give him a
Yeah,
little extra
could
going
give him a
into
little
this.
boost. Could give him a little boost.
I'd like
Uh,
actually. I'm picking Texas Tech, but I like to see BYU
I
win
want BYU to win. I really do because I'm here for the chaos. I'm always here for the chaos.
that
Okay, UNLV and Boise,
I'm not
and it's
picking
at
Boise.
Boise.
Yeah, I'm not picking Boise to lose at home on that blue turf in January in December.
I hate that blue turf. I've hated it since the day they put it in. I hate it. It's goofy. It's just
The funny thing is, like, because I actually went to Boise during the NCAA tournament.
okay.
Shout out to Boise. The people there are super nice. So we were
They probably
there,
are.
and like we was just in the gift shop, and like just a guy working there was like, "Hey, y'all want to see the turf?" We was like, "Well, sure." And he took us out, told us the whole story, and it was they're honest about it. It was a publicity stunt. That's why they did it. And I'm like, you know what? You lived up. You own it. I'm with you. So I like
If you own it, I guess I can respect it a little bit, but I hate it. I absolutely hate that thing. Okay. So we both going boys on that one because we have
Yeah.
no reason to pick UNLV whatsoever. Miami of Ohio and Western Michigan. Here's what I know. For a long time, both those programs have been pulling upsets against other people.
Yeah.
And they tend to do it every year. Now, Miami this year of Ohio is 7-5. When they played Western Michigan at Western Michigan, no, they played them at home. I'm sorry, they beat them 26-17. But however, this game is not at Western Michigan. This game is at.
You mean the game is not at?
I mean, this game is not at Miami of Ohio. This game is at Western Michigan. So. And by Western Michigan, I mean Ford Field. They're playing in Detroit. So it's technically Detroit's home game. Although Miami, Ohio is not that far. They travel well. Is this that version of Ohio State, Michigan? Is that what this is?
No, it's the MAC. Everybody's in Ohio and Michigan. The whole conference is in Ohio, Michigan.
That's also true. That's also true. But are these the most Ohio State, Michiganish type teams in the MAC? That's the question. Because I think they've had the most success, right? Like Eastern Michigan is not doing anything. Like,
I mean, the MAC is always it's because Northern Illinois had their moment.
they had their moment.
Ohio had their moment, and so it's the MAC is just the MAC. It's
Yeah. They're the
you
scrappy
never know.
little brother that every
They
now
are
and then hits.
scrappy that I don't know why anybody schedules them on.
Yeah. They are the scrappy
Bowling
little
Green.
brother that every now and then hits a half court shot to win 21 against all the older guys.
Yeah. I mean, Bowling Green's building with Eddie George there, and so
Yeah.
and their that goofy cat, and so
That's a weird thing.
that thing is weird.
That is it.
But
Only
if you
thing
met
weird than
Eddie-
that is that,
if you met
that
Eddie
baby
George,
in New Orleans.
if you met Eddie George, it tracks. So, so I love the MAC though. I'll probably watch that game if I'm not busy. And so,
I may watch all these conference championship games on Saturday, just because.
especially the ones that are playing outdoors in the cold, because
that's gonna be a good time.
those games are fun to watch on television.
Yeah, awful
Yeah,
to be
'cause-
there, but yeah.
And like and a quick aside to that, and I'm sure you're gonna hit me with a humble flex, even though it's not deserved. So U of
I'm
L,
the judge of that.
I don't trust your judgment at all. But so U of L honored Devontae Parker at the game, huh?
I'm not gonna hit you with that.
They honored Devontae Parker at the game on Saturday against Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And I covered Devontae in high school. My mama know his grandma.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Devontae during the game,
Yes.
and I was like, "Are you back up here now? Are you down in Florida?" He's like, "I go back and forth." And the weather was terrible that day. Kentucky Louisville game. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you can't wait to get out of this. He's like, nah. He's like, but did you see that Michigan game, the Michigan Ohio State? And I was like, yeah, it was snowing. He's like, he's like, it's fun to watch on TV, but I don't want to be there. I was like, exactly.
Don't want to be there.
We all share this.
I'm not gonna hit you with that because Devontae was my very. If he wasn't my first interview ever, like at the stadium, he may have been my second. It was either him or Teddy. I can't remember which one was first. But he was so cool, and then his mama was so cool. Mm-hmm. So I've always held a special. And one of the best pictures I ever took was in Orlando. We went to Orlando, and Devontae scored that touchdown that Teddy threw to him, and he's standing over the dude like this. Yeah, and so I've always loved Devontae and will always love Devontae. So.
I love Devontae because of the fun fact of if you ask Devontae about football, he's not going to give you a good answer. Yeah. Ask him about SpongeBob SquarePants. I did a whole story on Devontae's love for SpongeBob SquarePants when he was at U of L.
That's hilarious. Devontae is a great receiver, for sure. Great college receiver. That when he got to the pros, I think he decided I did my job.
He had his moments. in New England.
Now, full disclosure. Well, Miami first, but yeah. But full disclosure on his career also. They never got that right while he was there. Ever.
No.
There was no Jalen Waddle. There was no Tyreek Hill. By the time they got there, Devontae was injuries and on the backside of all of that. So, and then that's when they shipped him out to, like you said, to New England. So he never timed his career up to the right moments. And that's not his fault. It's just life. It's just how
he never had a great quarterback throwing
ever.
The ball.
Ever.
U of L. Yeah. But Devontae in high school was amazing.
He was a monster.
I remember watching them play Fern Creek, and Fern Creek had three guys on him, and he still was catching balls left and right.
You knew Devontae was going to the league then.
Yeah.
He's absolutely going to the NFL. It's just a matter of how long. What path is he going to take to get there? But he's going to play in somebody's NFL team.
And then Devontae, too, on top of it, could jump out of the gym. He played basketball, too. His basketball team should have won state, but we won't get into that. But
so no flex there.
You could slide a credit card under his feet when he shot a jumper. It was so weird because he could jump out of the gym, but he shot set shots from three.
He was conserving his energy. And having said all of that, give me Western Michigan at home.
I don't know how we got here, but yeah.
I don't either. But I was sitting there thinking, we haven't picked this game yet. So, are you going Western Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Now let's get into to the other stuff because this is when it gets really good.
Plus, Kent Taylor went to Miami of Ohio. I can't pick him.
I refuse to pick this. Yeah. Shout out to Kent Taylor though. We love Kent on the show. Georgia and Alabama.
Like you said, it's hard to beat a team twice, so I'll go Georgia.
I think it's Georgia. I think Georgia too. I just this ain't
Alabama should have lost to Auburn.
This ain't Nick Saban on the other side. This is the
I like Kellen DeBoer.
He's
Kellen
fine.
DeBoer.
He's fine, but I mean he's no Nick.
Hey,
you
Nick
never
wasn't Nick. Yeah. That's why Nick's at ESPN.
Let me be very clear. As much as this is Bleav in the ACC, the game I want to see is this one. Because I want to see if Indiana's for real.
I think Indiana's for real. And honestly, I've been saying it all year. Resume-wise, Indiana should be ranked ahead of Ohio State.
Indiana should absolutely be ranked number one in the country.
Indiana's got better wins than Ohio State. That being said.
Are you going to do it? You're going to do it?
No. I do think Ohio State has the better team. You know what? I am going to go out on a limb. Heisman Dosa. I'm going with Fernando Heisman Dosa and the Hoosiers in Indianapolis.
Because nobody's talking about him. This is Cignetti doesn't even have to work hard to motivate his team. All he has to do is write number 1 Ohio State on the board, number 2 Indiana, and go in there and go straight death row, here or straight NWA. Here's what they think about you.
Ice Cube. But the thing is this is the least hyped number 1 versus number 2 team I've ever seen. Nobody's talking about this game.
For some reason, nobody believes in Indiana, even though Indiana mollywopped Oregon.
Plus,
in Oregon,
this game is kind of meaningless. They're both going to get in the playoff,
right? Well, but
it does.
100%.
I think the loser
100%.
does. The loser does. I think lose its bye though, possibly.
Right.
So there is that. They are kind of playing for the bye. Even though if it were up to me, they'd still get their both teams would still get their buys. I mean, they're undefeated. They went 12-0, both of
them. And by the way, regardless of what happens on Sunday, on Saturday, I still think they're the best 2 teams in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I don't think Georgia can beat Indiana. I don't think Alabama can beat Indiana. I think Indiana is legit a top 2 team.
I agree.
Now,
I agree wholeheartedly.
So we'll
I've been saying they should be number 1.
I'm calling the upset. If you want to call this an upset, I'm going to call the upset because I think Indiana's going to win this game.
Crazy thing is, I'll be in Indianapolis on Saturday, but I'm not staying for the game.
You're not going to go. You're not going to stay for the game.
No, the game don't start till 8:00.
I mean, it will be late.
I would have been there since 12:00.
I
left the house at 10:00.
I do understand. Listen, I do understand. And finally, the juggernaut that the nation is waiting for, that we've been talking about, Duke and Virginia. This is, you know what? You know what this is?
Duke's going to win this freaking game.
They are going to win. They are going to win. I hate to say it. And not only are they going to win, they're going to win in prime time. It's the 7:00 game. Now,
it's the 7:00 because I know that the Big Ten's at 8.
The Big Ten, I'm sorry, 8:00 game. They're both 8. Well, 7:00 my time. But yes, they're both going to be playing at the exact same time, and Duke's going to beat Virginia. The crazy part about it is no one will be watching this game. No one. Except for people that live in North Carolina and people that live in Virginia. But
they'll have it on their four box.
Surely. Oh no! I was gonna say Kirk Herbstreit. He's going Georgia, Alabama. There's no way they're sending them to Duke.
No, yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, game day is going to Georgia, Alabama. They're not even going to Big Ten.
Yeah. Although I would love to see. They should have went.
Orlovsky won. What is Ryan Clark wearing? Ryan Clark is the only person who could wear a conservative outfit and still be like, "What is he wearing?"
I can't wait to see it.
I see the shirt he got on.
All right.
And Dan Orlovsky is literally tying his tie on here.
Because Stephen A. is not going to let him have it any other way. Are you going Duke? You are going Duke?
Yeah.
You're not alone. You're not alone. I fully expect Duke to win this game. I really do. And at that point, do you fire the ACC commissioner at that point? Like, is it over for him?
If they didn't fire him after this TV contract, then
that dude's got 20 lives. He's got 20 lives at this point. All right. So there's your Bleav in the ACC, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we transition to what we like to call the press and the pros. And
you gonna play the open?
You know what?
Give the people what they want.
Oh man. Can I play the open? This computer does some weird stuff sometimes. And this might be one of those days. All right. Give us a minute and we'll play the opening just for you guys, just because my brother asked me to, and I love him, and that's
And I didn't expect you to go away. As I pull up my NBA page.
Scoop and y'all, we got it. 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 Scoop and y'all, we got it.
That's how we go. This is how the games the press and roll. That's how we go. This is how the games the press and roll. That's how we go. This is how the games the press and roll. That's how we go. This is how the games the press and roll. And now, get ready for Kendrick Haskins and Lloyd Spence, the press and the pros. Let's go.
Here's what I'm mad at right now. Here's what I'm angry at. Behind the scenes, both of us were in here like, yo. I'm so mad right now because I was thinking the same thing. Like, ooh, ew. Hit that for the set. Hit that for the set. Oh,
shout out to the Noise Band.
Listen, we might have two of the greatest theme songs ever. I don't know. Let me just say this. I put a lot of these shows together early in the week. So I thought this was going to be a relatively calm, relatively benign show. Just some general NBA talk. And then shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo and CP3. Who knew? So I don't even have their banners ready because I didn't know this was all going to happen. So here we are. So I don't even know where to start, if I'm being honest with you, because both are very intriguing stories. Where would you like to start, Kendrick? Because these are incredible stories. They're both wild. I have had time to dig the stories out, so that's good. But where would you like to start? You tell me. I'll let you choose.
It's tough because it's two different areas of interest. With Chris Paul, it's all the salacious gossip stuff. With Giannis, it's guessing and prognosticating and trying to figure out how Golden State's going to trade for him, how Houston's going to trade for him, how the Spurs are going to trade for him. So on one side is the transaction that we all love, and the other side is the drama.
Don't leave us out. Don't leave us out. Don't do that.
I said the other side is the drama.
Okay.
That Lloyd loves. So because you're my brother, and because I love you, let's start with Chris Paul.
So let's start with Chris Paul. I don't even know how to start this story. Okay, so Chris Paul is minding his own business, doing Chris Paul type things. Right. Doing Chris Paul things. Doing Chris Paul things. This is some bull. And I don't like this, and I don't like that. And he's running back and forth to the locker room, to the coach's room, telling everybody what he don't like and what needs to change and how we need to do it better. And they said, well, listen, we're going to go play in Atlanta. So be ready for the team play. And they gave him a time that apparently everybody else had a different time. Because they were in Atlanta and Chris Paul was not. I don't think he was with them when they made this announcement.
I thought they sent him home.
I thought that, and see, that's the part that that's the only part of this story I'm confused about. I don't know why he wasn't, I don't know if he was there and they sent him home or he got there. I don't know how that part went down. All I know is they told Chris Paul that your services are no longer needed. And he was like, huh? Are y'all waiving me? He said, no, we're not waiving you because we can't waive you until December 15th. But you are going to the house. And you're going to sit there until further notice. They put Chris Paul on punishment.
How is it so bad
wild
that they could not wait 2 weeks to waive him? 2 weeks.
What was he saying? What was he saying?
And mind you, he just rejoined the Clippers this season.
Bro, they literally just put out a video last week about how this is a historic situation and he's done this and he prepared them for Lob City. He was the reason why Lob City was Lob City. They've been celebrating his return all season long. And now
he's not the reason why they're terrible.
No.
It ain't him.
The reason why they're terrible is the guy that he sits next to and talks to every week.
Well, the guy that's sitting at home, Lawrence Frank.
No, not that guy. On the other side, Kawhi Leonard, the guy Lawrence Frank signed. Well, he never plays.
Yeah, well, again, it goes back to Lawrence Frank.
It all goes back to Lawrence Frank. How is he doing this? What pictures? Maybe you know what it is? I'll tell you exactly what it is. All that stuff that went down with the company thing, Lawrence Frank has all the paperwork. And that's why he still has a job.
But I've never understood how he got the job in the first place. He was a terrible coach. And so I've never understood the Lawrence Frank thing. Just like we laughed about the Jets earlier, it's the Clippers.
Oh my God. Is Lawrence Frank the Lane Kiffin of the NBA?
Because the only reason why is because he hasn't had nearly as many jobs as Lane Kiffin had.
That's the only thing stopping him.
And nobody's hired him away. Nobody's gone in there wanting to hire Lawrence Frank away. Lawrence Frank has gone through the whole interview process like every other employee and gotten the job.
Didn't Lawrence Frank start the same way Eric's supposed to start in the video room?
I believe so.
Talk about two diverging paths. They are not the same at all.
I mean, technically, Amino Hassan had the same path too, but
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Shout out to our boy Amin.
I don't understand why this got so bad and why. Because, so I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's start at the fact that it's not. He played for the Clippers, so it's not like you don't know who he was. Like you knew what he was when you brought him back.
I'm pretty sure Lawrence Frank was there then.
That's what I'm saying. Because he was Doc's assistant.
Yeah, he was an assistant. He wasn't the GM, but he was an assistant. Yeah.
Which listen, also very shady situation right there in and of itself. Like, how did you become Doc's boss? But that's a different conversation for a different day. But I don't understand why all of a sudden Chris Paul is now a malcontent. He spent his entire career being a malcontent. There's nothing. Yeah. He doesn't know any. You know what? Chris Paul is essentially Ricky Bobby. He doesn't have to do with his hands. He just doesn't. He's gonna be a malcontent wherever he goes. It's just, but it's not malicious. It's never malicious. It's just who he is. So why is this all of a sudden? I'm hearing Ty Lue didn't even talk to him, like he was getting his nerves.
I heard him and Ty Lue had kind of fallen out. Which
there's a story Bleacher Report is putting out now, or the Athletic is putting out now. Team didn't like Paul's disparaging tone. What the hell does that even mean? His disparaging tone?
It's the Clippers. That's
the craziest part about it.
It
is the Clippers. It's what they do. It's who they are. I've been saying all along they need to change the name of this squad to something completely different.
If they hadn't built that arena, I'd say they need to move.
They do need to move. I know they can't now, but they do need to move. They need to get a fresh start. They need to wash.
Yes,
they need to wash themselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Yes, or they could move here and wash themselves in the Ohio River and might catch something doing it. But
I was going to say they may come out worse if they do that. I don't know if that's a smart idea or
fish
not.
down there. But,
Crazy right there. They are 6-16, and they have 3 future Hall of Famers on their team. Hall of Famers. They're 6-16, with no end of losing in sight.
oh, I feel sorry for
James Harden.
It's crazy that James Harden is a sympathetic.
Free
figure
James
in this
Harden.
movie. Please,
I've been
free
saying it
James
for the last 2 weeks. Free James Harden. He doesn't deserve this.
No,
He doesn't deserve this. This is the second time. This is the second time this dude has gone to a franchise with hopes of having a run, only to see and this is the second time he's gone to a franchise, and it's not basketball that caused the thing to just fall apart.
And it's not him.
And it's not him. James is good. You know what? This is not the second time. This is the third time.
What?
Brooklyn, Philly, and the Clippers.
Oh yeah, because Philly, that was during the Ben Simmons experiment.
Yes. Is James Harden the black cloud? No, it's not the black cloud. Sure.
No, he's just unlucky, man.
Oh my God, it's so bad for him. I feel
Especially
so
when you
bad
think
for
about
him.
he's back home. He's an LA dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think I'm sitting here like, where would James Harden fit and work and win a title?
Jesus. A title?
It wouldn't be Golden State. Actually, you know what? He'd fit in with your boys, but it's never going to happen.
You know what? We'll get to that in a minute because that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I think it totally works. It'll just never happen because
Yeah.
the Clippers are not going to trade to the Lakers. But
desperate time calls for desperate measures. So
Steve Ballmer ain't going to ever be that desperate. When he hates the Lakers. Maybe Orlando.
I like that in Orlando because
they
need some leadership. They need some leadership.
And they're always hurt. I mean, James Harden, say what you want about him being out of shape.
Never hurt.
James Harden is always there. James Harden's going to give you if he's not going to give you 82, he's going to give you 78.
The best part of James Harden's game is that he's cultivated it to be very injury free. Like
and
he
can
plays
play
the style
forever.
of basketball. Yeah, he plays the type of basketball that is risk averse, and that's smart on his part. That's very, very smart on his part.
What do you think about maybe, even though they're not doing anything this year,
Okay,
but next year, the Pacers?
You know what?
Him and
I
Howard.
was right before you said it. I was thinking in my head, I kind of like that, at least for this year, because it at least maybe salvages this year a little bit anyway. Because I think they could probably sneak into the play-in if they had a James Harden.
Now, it depends on who they keep though, because I think the Clippers would probably want like Mathurin back. Let me see. Let me look.
I'm okay with
Let me look at the Pacers
that.
roster. I do like putting Halliburton and Harden together.
What about Miami? If you could somehow keep a core of Adebayo, Hero, and James,
I don't think you keep Hero though, and I'll be
you gotta
fine
keep
with that.
Hero.
No, you don't. Not if you have Harden. You can go Harden because with Khalil Ware coming on, your core could be Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, and James Harden, and you got Powell there. You don't need Hero out there not guarding anybody.
Well, James
I like
don't
that.
guard anybody either.
He's better than Hero.
That's true.
James actually, his defense has gotten better. He used to be horrible on defense, but he's not anymore.
I'll say this about that shout out to Dan Bell.
No, he's too old.
It-
Part of the reason why they let him go is because he's old.
Well, but here's the reason why I think it could be a possibility, and this is one reason only, because he and JJ are friends, and the experience
him and Bron are friends, but you don't need
him and Brian are friends.
You don't want the two oldest people in the league on your team.
Well, you might if for the accountability, because I think JJ is a little frustrated with what LeBron has been doing lately. Like that thing the other night had him lit. He was pretty hot. I don't know if you saw that. LeBron was kind of hot.
You try to call play, and LeBron's over talking to the Phoenix bench. Yeah,
right. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you?"
If you read or listen to that book on the Lakers, you're not surprised that happened.
Yeah. Well, so that brings us. So that is a smooth transition to the other thing that's going on. So I'll take you back 2 days ago, Kendrick Haskins. And on some very off-brand, obscure websites and Twitter handles, you started hearing rumblings that Giannis is about to ask for a trade. And I'm like, first of all, I don't know you people, so I don't know if I'm going to take anything. These feel like parody sites, and I'm not going to take them seriously. Although that would be the greatest thing of all time. But Tuesday night, it started getting louder. So I had to start taking it a little bit seriously because it started getting louder. Come into Wednesday, and out of nowhere, 2 stories broke. Number one, Mark Walters, the new owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, has decided that he's going to merge the broadcast company that in LA that shows the Dodgers with the broadcast company that shows the Lakers. So they will now be under, it looks like they're going to eventually, or here in the next
few people in LA will actually be able to watch their teams finally.
On that one station.
That's been so weird. That TV situation out there is strange.
It is. It's very strange, but it looks like they're going to have it on one station, which is going to bring in a ish ton of revenue.
Yeah.
Now, why would you need this much revenue? Because things are about to financially change in Los Angeles.
There's still a salary cap.
Yeah, but you're hedging your bet. This is what I understand about Mark Walters. You or just about understand.
Part of me is just coming back at you because I just don't want you to have nice things.
I know that, and I appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I can. I really can. And by the way, there will be many of you that will show your face. But the problem is this: you don't spend $10 billion to wait to win. And NBA owners are the most obsessed with making splashes. They are the most obsessed.
Especially new owners.
They're the most obsessed.
That's how Phoenix is in the
trouble. That's how Phoenix got in this trouble all along. Right?
But the fun thing, real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah.
My man Stu Gotts, who's is wildly clowned as like the village idiot, but he's not. He called that from day one.
He did. You gotta give him credit. He did.
He did from day one.
It has been a disaster in Phoenix.
Yep.
And shout out to Draymond Green for trying to bring Matt Ishbia some measure of trying to get his reputation back. He brought him on the podcast and interviewed him or whatever. So, Matt jumped out there a little too soon, a little too fast. But the difference between this jump out with Mark Walters and Matt's jump out is that Mark's done this before. Let me take you back to 2017, 2018. The Major League Baseball champion is the Boston Red Sox. They had just won the title. They're living high on the hog. And Mark Walters comes out in the Dodgers uniform and says, you know who we're going to trade for? Mookie Betts. Everybody goes, yeah. Mookie Betts? How's that going to happen? Why would Mookie Betts leave a championship squad to go to the Dodgers, who hasn't been winning anything? Turns out he was the first piece to drop in a splash move by the Dodgers. So there's a pattern here, people. And by the way, last week, who they brought in?
Again,
yeah.
There's no salary cap in baseball.
There is no salary cap in baseball. But again, if you read the tea leaves, as I know you're good to do, there's a reason why you do that TV deal right now, because you're hedging your bet. Because you're saying to your fan base, don't really care about the second apron. We're going to win. Whatever that means, we're going to win. And we'll pay to win. I've already paid $10 billion. What's another $100 million?
Could be paying.
Who cares?
He could be paying that just because he's bringing in more Dodgers.
It could be a little bit of both.
Didn't they just sign somebody yesterday or bring in somebody?
Yeah, I think they did. Listen, it could be it could be all of that could be
Don't
true.
do that.
Everything you're saying could be true.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I hate it too. I'll be honest with you. I hate it too. Especially since it has no rhyme or reason to it. Like I've tried to Google it and I was like, what does it mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything. Then why are we doing it? Why are we doing things that don't mean anything? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, so the tea leaves. That was a weird rant that I just went on. So the tea leaves say, and by the way, this comes up at the most, like, now to be fair, the record is awful. They're an awful team. The Bucks are awful, and it makes no end in sight. Right,
it
with
makes
no
no
end in
sense
sight.
for them to be bad. That bad.
Yeah, but they are that bad, and so the reason why Giannis comes up to make this statement now is because December 15th, everything's now in play again. So now you can see the trades. Everybody's roster is available. So now things can be done. So that's why he's making this happen now. But here's my other theory. I think there are legitimately only two teams in play that they've talked to, that they've back-channeled. The Knicks, the Lakers. Now, is the Warriors a possibility? Yes, but they don't have nothing. So they got to make something happen.
There'll have to be another team involved. Yeah,
there'll have to be another team. And by the way, there may have to be another team involved with the Lakers if we're being honest.
It would.
Yeah,
it would.
But it's a little bit easier because the third piece in the Lakers situation is probably LeBron James. So then, now, although that also narrows the scope of the deal, because there's only a few teams that a no-trade clause LeBron James is going to go to. Probably Golden State, probably Dallas, maybe Cleveland, maybe New York.
Maybe Miami.
Maybe Miami, but I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Him and Pat don't really vibe like that no more.
Because Pat don't let him do what he wants to do.
Right. But the list is small. Let's just be very clear. The list is very, very small. Mm-hmm. So it makes it very interesting because I do believe Milwaukee's best path to get a really good deal is right now. Because the longer you wait, the harder the deal becomes.
I'm gonna throw another team in there.
Throw another team out there, please.
That makes total sense and would wreck the league.
Okay.
OKC.
So let me tell you why that makes sense. Makes great sense.
They've got all the collateral. They got everything, and they can trade for them, and it won't hurt them whatsoever.
And you got players. Now, I don't think that deal gets done without Jalen. I think that's impossible to do that deal without Jalen. I'm taking Jalen. If I'm Milwaukee, I have to have Jalen. I know, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go to obscurity. I want to at least be somewhat competitive. So I got to get something. Just to save face, I got to get something. Now,
You're right.
Now hold on. Now you can figure out what that something is. If you can go get a third team that'll send their best player to me, and I'll send them some of my pick. Because listen, if I'm OKC, I got all kinds of picks up to, and here's what's crazy about what you just said, up to and including probably and potentially the number one pick in the draft, which came from where? The Clippers. See how this all works together?
But see, this is why I think they could maybe pull off the deal without giving up Jalen. Because this year's draft is going to be loaded. Because this freshman class in college basketball is ridiculous. And they've got 3 first-round picks.
They do.
They could trade 2 of those to Milwaukee and get Giannis. I think they can do it.
To be clear, 3 first-round picks this year. That's what everybody needs to understand. This year.
They could trade they could give Milwaukee all 3 of those, and they'd be fine. They're 21-1 now. Now, on the other side of that, though, on OKC side, like, why do you need Giannis?
You don't. That just makes you better than you were better.
I can see
Like you're better now, and you would be just better than that. So
I can see a scenario where OKC is included in a 3-team draft trade
just to
because
say they
they've
did
got
it, just to
because they've got
facilitate some
so
stuff.
because they've got so much.
Well, let me tell you why I don't think that's going to happen, and there's only one reason. I think Giannis is sick of being in small markets. He's sick of it.
True. Yeah.
And I think he's ready for something else, which is why, again, the scope of this deal is very narrow, and there's only a few teams that fit the criteria: winning, the scope of the market, and the opportunity to compete, not just for the now, but for the long term. So those are the three criteria. That narrows the field down considerably, which was why I think the Warrior thing may not happen because they don't have the pieces, at least not by themselves. And also, what we're talking about.
That's why I think. That's why I kind of think the Thunder figure in if it's between the Warriors and the Lakers because it'll have to be a 3-team trade.
The Thunder would have to be in that deal. And by the way, I think there's a great relationship that Sam Presti has with the Warriors organization.
Right.
So there's some play there. But it's and by the way, let me throw this in as well. I think this gets done before February. I think it gets done like sometime between.
I don't know. It might be a trade. It might be a deadline thing. It may go all the way to the
I don't know. And let me tell you why. Because
like Giannis is out again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is the reason why I say I think it gets done earlier. Because if it's what I think it will be, there's a path to competition. Even though you don't have to listen. To me, if he goes to the Lakers, that's it. That's all you need. You don't have to win a championship this year with that team. You don't have to. It'd be great if you did, but you don't have to because you've secured your future for the next 7 or 8 years, maybe 10 years. You're good. So it's not a big deal if you don't win this year. And by the way, to pull this off, you may not win because you're going to lose Austin Reeves. That's done. You're going to lose probably Rui. That's done. You're going to lose LeBron. That's done. So it's going to be challenging to win a title when you're having to do training camp again in February.
Yeah.
So
I don't think losing LeBron's going to hurt him.
Well,
the way he's playing.
Well, here's what I mean by that. It's right now, the best part of what the Lakers are is that they don't have to really do anything. They've got a pretty solid team. They're probably going to be 2-4.
Because, I mean, if we're being honest, after this season, they can just let LeBron walk. They don't have to.
Well, they're going to let LeBron walk. But also, here's the other part of that. They may let Austin Reeves walk. I think the reason why the Lakers are feeling pressured to do it now is because they don't want to have to come to the reality that they may have to pay Austin Reeves $40 million a year for the next 5 years. Why do you, with all due respect to Austin Reeves, who I would say has earned his money.
He's earned his money, but yeah.
But do you want to do that if you're the Lakers? That's your backcourt for the next 5 years. I don't know if that's what they want to do. I think they want another superstar that could propel them squarely at least into a championship conversation and opportunity. And I don't know if Austin is that. I think Austin is a beautiful complementary piece, but I don't know if he's the guy that's going to put you over the top. Giannis is the guy that puts you over the top.
Right.
So, but again, if you're the Lakers, you don't have to force yourself into anything just yet. But if you can get this deal done now, it makes it so much easier for all the things you're trying to do long term. And again, it's on brand with Mark Walter's patterns. He started with Mookie, i.e. Luka. Then he started bringing in Freddie Freeman. Then he started bringing in Shohei. And then by the time, now he's got a team that's probably going to run Major League Baseball for the next 50
again, I'll point out that there's no salary cap in baseball.
You keep pointing that out if you want, but it doesn't change what I'm saying. And you know that, Grizzlies fan. Speaking of the Grizzlies.
Why? I don't even watch them. I don't know why. They need to go ahead and just trade John.
Well, what's interesting about what you just said, and that's where I was headed, and I'm going to speak from a journalistic perspective when I say this. Tim McMahon out of Dallas, and I forget who we did the piece with, so I apologize for not giving that journalist credit. But it felt like a hit piece because the piece was all of these anonymous executives in the NBA talked about Ja and LaMelo Ball's value, and they basically, for the most part, trashed them. They don't have any value. Ja's already washed up at 26. He's got to rehabilitate his right.
Anybody says that's dumb.
And let me say this: I'm not a fan of that. I know Kendrick's not a fan of that. With anonymous sources, put your name on it. If you're gonna say it, put your name on it. Because 9 times out of 10, these executives that you're talking about are mid-level to, maybe low-level vice president type of thing, vice president of concessions kind of stuff. So, the anonymous sources can be anybody. So, I don't love that they did this piece, but also, Ja, when you're putting your finger in Klay Thompson's face,
right?
You're not helping yourself, buddy. Like you're not. That's crazy.
With a little what Clay's comments after that were so dead on.
Spot on.
That I would hope, even though I given his history, I know he didn't listen. Right. I hope Ja listened to that and took it to heart, because what he said was so spot on and so accurate. And this is coming from and it sounded like it was coming from a place of where Klay wants him to be successful.
A good place, yeah.
And this is right after all that happened. He wasn't going in there being bombastic and because that's not Klay, because he's much more thoughtful than that anyway. And so,
in the words of the prophet Chris Brown, Ja, how you gonna hate outside the club when you can't get in? Like you're not in. Like I know you think that you're in because you had a couple of good seasons, but bro, right now your career is Isaiah Thomas, the second Isaiah Thomas. A couple of good seasons, but never reached his potential.
How do you he got to a conference final?
I'm just saying you haven't done anything. You're just all you are right now is potential.
Right.
We see it, but you haven't done anything. So to hate on Klay Thompson, fam, stop. Like, come on. You look real crazy. Here's how I knew you were crazy. You were looking crazy out here. When all the smoke guys can't defend you, because they defend everybody. Right. I love those guys, but they have their brothers back, and I love that about them. But when they said you out of pocket, fam, you out of pocket. So
the thing is like how we expect him to grow up when there's video of his daddy over on the sideline dancing and acting a fool. And it's just like, bro.
So where can he go? It's clear it's a divorce.
He's got to go somewhere that has vets.
Okay, period. Where would he go? What makes the most sense? I know where I would like him to go, but this is for purely entertainment and selfish reasons.
Where? Detroit would probably be a good fit for him.
No, I don't want to mess that up. They got a good thing going over there. Don't mess that up. I would love to see him be the new Jordan Poole in Golden State.
Golden State would be good for him.
Be fantastic for him because
Draymond
Draymond is going to pull him into a locker room and say, "Listen here, Lil, I will beat your
Jimmy
whole entire." They would probably jump him in like a blood and crip initiation. If you even think about acting a fool here, we gonna daily whoop your tail. So they would get him right. I think they'd give him some act right.
I hadn't thought about that, but I do think that would be good for him. And I think
it would be good just to get his career back online.
It'd be a good fit too. I mean, you can finally get up out from under Kuminga.
Yep.
Because they still can't figure out what they want to do with him. You can get out from under Kuminga. Only thing is like Ja's going to command a huge salary after next year.
But 3 years under Steph and Draymond could
But
be
you're
the
gonna be-
correction, the course correction that he needs to get his career
For
moving
him
in the right
personally,
direction.
yeah. But I'm thinking on Golden State's side, you're already in the second apron now.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I don't know if
true.
they can afford it. So,
And while, well, it depends on how you choose to handle it. Because if it's a trade, maybe you say to Ja, listen, your money is contingent upon you acting like you got some sense. Because is his salary locked in? I don't think so.
He's got another year.
But what I'm
I
saying
tell
is,
you where else makes sense for him.
go ahead.
Houston. Van
We
Vliet's
just
out.
But we just said don't do that to James Harden. Why are we doing this to KD? Why are we doing this? Does KD deserve? KD done been through enough. Why he got to go through that too?
I think KD can get it right though.
I don't know. He ain't vocal enough for me. If KD were louder, I would say yes. But he ain't loud enough for me. KD's more likely to shut him out than to bring him in.
You are sure. You're very right.
He's like, I'm not dealing
Well,
with
for
this.
the hilarity and for the comedy of it, you was talking about you want to see it funny. Minnesota's is the place for the comedy of it.
I would love to see Anthony Edwards snatch Ja's chest.
He won't.
He would.
He
I
won't.
don't know if I think he would. You don't think he
I
would?
don't- No, because they both one and the same. It's just Anthony. It's just that Anthony Edwards doesn't. He doesn't get into it with anybody except for KD apparently. But
Well,
you
his
know,
vice is different. His vice is different than Ja's.
Right.
Anthony loves the women. He loves the
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah.
And the ladies love Anthony.
But
But Anthony has respect though. He has a lot of respect for guys. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do all the wild. He doesn't do any of that. Like he reached out to Michael Jordan this summer and got some tips and I mean he from that perspective, there's some goodness in now the conflict would be him and Julius Randle. They'd be fighting.
Yeah.
They would absolutely. Julius ain't having it. Julius will punch that dude smooth in the throat. like, what are you doing? Shut up. So
what do you think about Boston? Now I don't think the Boston fans will have anything to do with him.
They would hate him.
Yeah.
They would absolutely hate him. But
You got
Jalen would be
Brown.
a good mentor for
Jalen Brown would be
him
an excellent mentor for
to
him.
help him to see things beyond basketball and to really understand how his brand is being affected. Jalen would be a phenomenal mentor for him. I think he would be a phenomenal mentor for him.
Jason Tatum would be a good mentor.
Jason
for him.
Tatum would be a good basketball mentor for him. I like that. I like the Boston thing. I actually do like the Boston thing.
And but at this point though, with Ja though, I'm surprised that because we always rail about how they don't have any vets on the team. That's part of the problem.
Right.
I'm surprised, or maybe they have and he's just not listening, that some of the other vets just in the league in general haven't reached out.
And see, that's where I'm going to.
But maybe they have. I don't want to throw him under the bus because maybe they have and he's just not listening.
I was going to say that's where I think the problem is. They have reached out. I think some of them have reached out. He doesn't. But he's also holding the keys to the car. Same thing with Zion. Stop me if you heard this. Zion Williamson out for the next 3 weeks and will be evaluated. That's like a ritual now. Like his last 4 seasons have gone exactly the same way.
Every year he comes in, and what did I say this year when he came in shape? So
it's the same thing, and so I think people can only do so much. And by the way, I saw the greatest meme so far that I've seen this year, that the 2019 draft may prove that Tyler Hero is the best player of that draft. Because right now, Tyler Hero is the best, and not because he's the best, but because he's the only one that's still playing on a consistent basis.
And I was just about to say Miami would be a good spot for Ja too. Not the city, organization.
Yes, because Ja could be exactly what Bam needs, and Bam will get him right. Bam for sure will get him right.
Bam don't have to get him right.
Well,
Udonis
Pat's
Haslam
gonna get
is
it right.
still no. Udonis Haslam is still in Miami.
There. Yeah, he's still around. A lot of act right in Miami for sure.
Yeah.
The concern is though, Prime 112 is right down the street,
In Miami.
and it's Miami.
But how often you really hear about Heat players getting in trouble?
You don't, and that's the X factor. Because Heat players understand that their kryptonite for other teams is Miami.
Right.
So as long as they have that working on their side, they win probably 20 games just because it's Miami.
Yeah.
And you got to survive Miami.
Yeah, you got to survive the Miami flu.
Right, and then play us the next night, which most teams can't. So yeah, they're gonna win 20 games just on that alone. So also, I'd love to do a study. I'd love to do a study to see if most of those games that they win are in the winter.
Well, the whole sport's in the winter.
but what I mean is it because it's so cold in other places that when you get to Miami,
your study should look at the cold weather teams, like
that's
Chicago,
what I'm saying.
Milwaukee,
That's what I'm saying.
New York,
when they
Indiana.
get to Miami, it's a real vacation moment, and they're like, "Oh man, we're free from the cold, and we get to do this." And then all of a sudden, you're getting beat by 30. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know, but this is a weird. We're headed toward. The reason why we bring this whole thing up, that we're headed toward a very strange deadline scenario. Because Ja, Zion, Giannis, Trey Young is being thrown in there. LaMelo Ball, which the LaMelo Ball thing intrigues me. Because I think LaMelo...
He intrigues me too. Because, Charlotte is such a trash organization.
They are. And always have been.
Yes. I think LaMelo... Well, one main thing with LaMelo is his health. If he can get somewhere... I mean, he could be one of those... I think he can be one of those deadline deals that takes a team that's flirting with the play-in to a home court advantage. And so... I can see Miami maybe making that move. Let's see who else would be in there. Houston. I can see Houston making that move.
Yep.
Your boys could make that move, but I don't know if that works. But
that move happens if the other moves happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make a move like that because you're going to lose, right?
Or I can see Golden State making that move.
It works really well for Golden State.
It's feasible, player-wise. But
here's what LaMelo is that people don't talk enough about. He's actually a really intelligent basketball manager. In other words, he manages a game very, very well. He realizes how to get his pieces involved and make them play and get them the ball in the spots they need to get it. He's really good at that. Mm-hmm. And that there are some teams like a Golden State who need specifically that skill set.
Yep.
So I could see that happening, but I don't love the narrative that he has to redeem his he doesn't. He's just been injured. But what is the motivation to stay healthy in Charlotte? Like,
right? What are you staying healthy for?
if I got any kind of nick or knack in Charlotte, I'm taking the time off.
82 games. You
play playoffs anyway.
You're right. You're just getting cardio.
Right. And collecting my check. That's all I'm doing.
Well, I mean, we was talking about free James Harden. We also need to free LaMelo.
Free LaMelo. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this. This is going to be a very unique deadline. So stay tuned over the next week. And
like you said, like you said, not even the deadline, just that December 16th date.
Yeah, once that hits, we're in play. Everything's in play. Everything's in play. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So That's what we got. Do we want to? We don't want to talk cup, do we? We don't care, right? Okay, we'll leave that alone. Let's get to what we really want to talk about, which has nothing to do with basketball at all, by the way, because we're now in the other stuff. I saw the Diddy.
I ain't watch it because 50 did it.
First of all, let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. It is a 50 Cent produced documentary. It could not be more petty.
That's why I didn't watch it.
It is 4 solid petty episodes of trolling. He in the span of 4 episodes, he manages to link Diddy to the Tupac killing,
he always has been linked to that though.
Right. He has been linked to it, right. But he all but accused him at this point. Like the accusation is squarely like the only thing 50 didn't do in this documentary is call for a full-on investigation of this. So it's a crazy documentary. But I also will say this. By the time you get to the end, you understand why Diddy didn't get convicted of the stuff that he should have been convicted of. Because this is a complicated thing, man. It's so complicated because Cassie is a complicated victim. That's the best way to say it. She's a complicated victim. Because on one hand, she is a full-on victim. On two hands, she is a victim. It's that third hand that makes it complicated because there's actual proof. And I think what I reconciled, Kendrick, is this. And this is hard to say. Because she was so young when she started this, Cassie thought she was in a real relationship that the guy she was dating eventually would stop doing the bad things in their relationship and be the guy that she always wanted. And I think we were a marriage and or baby away from never hearing about this ever.
Probably.
Which is wild to think about. But I don't think I'm wrong. And I think the documentary supports that. But also, he is an awful human being. He is an awful human being in every sense of the word. And by the way, justifiably so. If you look at the totality of his life, he came from very challenging beginnings. But, 50 could not have trolled this man any more effectively than this.
I found a clip. What's the comedian? He's on the Daily Show, black kid, real thin with braids. What's the kid's name? I love his comedy.
Josh Johnson.
Yes, Josh Johnson.
Love Josh Johnson.
Shout out to him. He's one of my favorite up and coming comedians.
Yes.
He a clip of his stand-up saying, imagine hating somebody so much that you do a documentary. that you hate somebody so much that you call somebody and be like, yeah, we can be there and sit up for an interview around 3:00.
Josh has a lot of Dave Chappelle in him. He's very brilliant.
A lot of it. He has a lot of Chappelle brilliant. But his delivery is him. I mean,
it's so deadpan and it's so
authentically him. You like when you
I love him.
It's when he's one of those comedians where you can hear his style and not even see him, just hear him and you know it's him.
And you know it's him. And you know it's him.
Out.
He's so good.
He's so good.
I wish they would just go ahead and give him the Daily Show because I think he could carry it the same way Trevor Noah did. Maybe even better than Trevor in some aspects because his style takes a little getting used to. Yeah. But once you get used to it, it's brilliant. I
really am looking forward to his blow up because it's coming.
I am too. I am too.
It's
I think he's got next for sure. Listen, go watch it if you want to watch it. If you're
I will
triggered by it,
say,
I totally understand.
I will say that you got me intrigued to consider watching it. But I know who it's coming
good.
from.
It's very good, but it is a full-on troll situation. I don't want you to be deceived in any way, form, or fashion.
See, that's my conundrum with 50 in general.
Yeah,
because 50 is creative. 50 does do good TV. He knows what good TV is.
And also, he is petty as hell.
He's so petty.
He's petty as hell.
I mean, 50 is so petty that he might have beef with us if he finds out we was talking about him being petty on this show.
And by the way, I'm a fan. I am a fan of 50. I watch all the Powers and the BMFs, and I watch all that. I love it.
I quit after the first Power. I didn't watch any of this stuff.
Which I completely understand. But also, I want to stay on 50's good side. I never want to get on that man's bad side because he is a relentless troll. Like, he trolls for life.
The thing is, though, and I'll probably will get on his back. He can only troll that way because he can't troll on the mic no more.
No. Well, yeah, that was Kendrick that said that. I didn't.
Hey,
I didn't say that 50.
I'm saying you gotta do is check the record. I mean, he started that with Kanye.
He did.
He did. Started that with Game.
I miss Kanye. Don't you miss Kanye?
The old Kanye, yeah, I do. Now every time he talks, I'm like, why are we listening to this fool?
Kanye, I was doing something with the girls. And one of his songs came on. I said, "Oh, I remember that."
Yeah, it's like I remember that kid. He was a nice kid.
He was a good kid. I didn't talk to you about this on Bleav in the ACC, so I'll bring it up now. What did you think about last night?
Good loss for Louisville.
Very good loss. I thought the exact same thing.
They kind of felt like, I honestly felt like they were smelling themselves.
They were, and I think they thought that they could just do what they do, and it'd be fine. It'd work out. And then that first half, it did not work out, and so now Pat can go say, "See, that's why you can't let your foot off the gas." Because they're better than Arkansas. Let's be very clear.
They are better.
They are better than Arkansas.
But
Arkansas is okay, but they're not Louisville.
But shout out to Michael Brown, because my man Brazil having the half of his life. I've never seen somebody get dunked on so hard that they got hurt. You got dunked on so hard he sprained his ankle. What?
And let me say this. That dunk came out of nowhere because it was just like
he had just hit a three.
It was funny because Mikal seemed so frustrated by that three that he was like, "You know what? You think you're better than me, don't you? You really think you're better than me, don't you?" And he just said, "I'm going to show you right now. I can do this anytime I want to." And I was like, "Jesus, man, what is?" I've never seen anybody sprain their ankle either. That was wild. The
way his game changed from that point for the rest of the game, he still took a lot of bad threes, but he started getting to the hole more. Yeah. And it made me wonder. Remember when I told you when you unrightfully humble flex me about his dad sitting behind him? It was a crime. A crime was committed when you
agree to disagree.
Flex me on that. Whatever.
Agree to disagree.
Whatever. But I think his dad had to be somewhere in that arena.
Listen,
because when he doesn't go to the basket, his dad gives it to him, and then and I guarantee you, if his dad was there, which I didn't look to see if he's behind because he would have been behind the bench.
Right.
That's when he started going to the hole.
Yeah,
and I guarantee you, his dad said something.
I think it was the perfect loss for them at this time of the season, and I think you're going to see it show up Saturday in the Indiana game, because I don't think they're going to let their foot off the gas or play a less than effort against Indiana. I think Indiana's going to pay the cost.
And Indiana's a good team. They had a bad loss. They had a bad loss in Minnesota last night. Yeah. Minnesota, what are you doing storming the floor against the number 22 team in the country? What are you doing?
Yeah, stop. This has got to stop. You know what? Let's take a moment right now and give this PSA. Court storms, field storms are reserved for non-ranked to top 5 rankings only.
Right. I'm going to go a step further.
Go ahead.
Court storming should just be only the realm and domain of mid-majors.
Of mid-majors.
Beating a top 5 team.
Stop,
I'll even give you top 10. I'll go all the way down to top 10 for a mid-major.
10 is stretching, though. 10 is stretching. Like
Murray State beats the number 10 team in the country. I'm fine with them storming the court. If Moorhead beats the number 10 team in the country, you're storming the court.
If Moorhead beats Ohio State and they're the number 10, yes. If Moorhead beats, I don't know,
a conference opponent?
Yeah, no, you can't. No. Well, not even that, just a lower Vanderbilt. If Moorhead beats Vanderbilt and they're the number 10 team, no, you cannot storm the court. Because Vanderbilt probably wasn't supposed to be there anyway.
But if Vanderbilt's number 10, it means they're probably undefeated or they had a long win streak.
But you know, undefeated is relative. Because if you're playing like Tennessee State all season for the first 10 games in December, then yes, right.
But I'll give you top 10. I'll give you down to 10. 10.
I'm gonna say top 7. I'll meet you halfway at top 7. But it's got to stop though. We got to stop. This is stupid. This has gotten to a place where it's stupid.
You can't be a P5 or P4, whatever it is. No. Team winning your conference opener. Which the Big Ten is weird with that conference openers last night. Then they don't play another conference game until January. It's weird.
Yeah, but that's just dumb. Don't do that. That's just
you can't storm the court against a conference opponent.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
That's only 22.
I agree 100%.
I will give you this caveat.
What's that?
If you're a bottom feeder in the conference and you've lost like a bunch of conference games in a row and you beat a top 10 team in your conference, then I'm like, okay.
A court storm though?
Like I was gonna say Northwestern, but Northwestern's actually had some decent teams in the Big Ten. But like a team like that like, you know, never wins their conference. If they go on,
so you're saying Syracuse? Hold on. No, I got it on.
I'll give you another caveat. You can't be a team with tradition storming the court. So
that's
Syracuse,
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you've been there before, this can't be. You can't do that. You got to knock that off. Stop.
No.
If you've never been there, I'll stall you out.
Yeah.
I'll stall you out on that. Yeah, I'll stall you out.
Somebody who's been in a couple of court stormings in my time. I was at a court storming in Bloomington. I forgot who IU beat, but they stormed the court. That's scary.
It is scary. It's not a
because in basketball with basketball, we're sitting down, so we got to try to get up before they get out there. That's
right.
Not easy.
Right.
With football, when they storm the field, I mean, you're already out there anyway. It's not that big a deal. But basketball, it can be scary.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the storming. I like it in the sense of if it's merited, like you said, merited.
Yeah, Duke can never storm the court.
Stop. Don't do that. Y'all been there. Like, come on, stop. Kentucky, stop.
Well, Kentucky never has. Kentucky will never storm the court.
Yeah, and nor should they. Should they ever?
I've only seen Louisville storm the court once, and that was when they beat Kentucky, when Edgar Sosa hit that buzzer beater against Kentucky.
Was that merited?
Given the situation, I can stall them out on that.
But we're talking about
rivalry. I'll give you a caveat. Rivalry games, I'll okay it.
Okay, but only in the sense that a buzzer beater, something like that, or
shout out my man Sos. I miss Sos was one of the nicest guys you ever met. He used to get it from Rick.
Wake Forest can storm the court whenever they want.
Why would Wake Forest catching strays? They had Chris Paul and Tim Duncan.
And that was the last time they were relevant. They can storm the court whenever they want to storm the court.
Georgia. Georgia
Hey,
can always storm the court.
they can storm the court tonight if they want to. Don't care.
Shout out Wake Forest.
Shout out Wake Forest. Storm the court.
Georgia Tech might be in that same boat.
Storm till your heart's content. Matter of fact, it don't even matter who you beat. Matter of fact, storm weekly. If you need to storm weekly,
Like Clemson football.
whatever y'all need to do to get through the day, storm it. Just do what you gotta do. You can Vanderbilt can storm the court whenever they want to. Storm that right now. Storm it. I'm just trying to go through some names. They have teams that can storm the court. UCF storm the court. West Virginia. No, West Virginia's had some success.
No, West
when Bob
Virginia
was
is
there.
yeah.
When Bob was there, they
Jerry
had
West
some-
played there. You can't.
Yeah, I would say
The
no
logo,
to
if
West
you had
Virginia.
if the logo played it, if that's
Right.
your alma mater.
Yeah, you can't be storming the court. Northwestern, listen to me. Y'all need to storm the court. Like y'all need to storm in win or loss. It don't even matter. Just if y'all can keep it within
Stanford.
10. If y'all can keep it
Stanford
within 10, storm the court. Yes. Stanford men,
men.
if y'all can keep it within 20, storm the court. Like we only lost by 20. Yes. Storm the court. It's okay. You are forgiven. I think that's it for them.
It probably needs to be it.
Yeah, it's not a long list. I'm saying this is not a long list, but there are some teams that are given court storming. We're giving court storming privileges. Who else in the SEC for sure? That's probably it. Vanderbilt.
But
Probably
honestly, no, Georgia.
and Georgia, right? Georgia, and Georgia, yeah.
Even though
That's probably
I
it in the SEC.
give props. Dominique Wilkins kid is nasty at Georgia.
He's not bad. He's not bad. I don't know why he went to Georgia. I
Because
don't
of daddy.
understand that.
But he's following.
Yeah, but
dad. It's nothing like his
yeah,
daddy.
but that Georgia was actually a halfway decent team.
This Georgia's all right. They're not bad. Ole Miss can storm the court.
Ole Miss can listen. Ole Miss,
Mississippi
we
State.
give you the Vanderbilt Stanford rule. You might need to storm the court, even in a loss.
If we being all the way real, if we're gonna go through the SEC,
Talk
it's
to
only about 4 or 5 teams who can't storm the court. Florida finally got out of that. Kentucky, you can't. Tennessee can't.
Well, Auburn can't. Alabama can't. Florida can't.
Auburn just got to that level.
They just got there, right? They've only been there about an hour and a half. You're right. I
Them
agree.
and Alabama both.
South Carolina was in the
South Carolina, they can storm the court.
the men,
Yes.
not the women. The women can
the
never
women
storm
can
the
never.
court.
No, a fan should never touch the floor in South Carolina.
Matter of fact, women South Carolina leave quietly after every win because
And
you've been there.
shout out to
a million
Don Stanley
times.
because they'll be here. They're here tonight. They play Louisville tonight.
They play tonight. Yeah. Good luck, Jeff. I'm praying for you, brother.
If you'd have heard his rant about his snowblower not working the other day,
Oh, I would love to hear it because
I
it's
opened the
good.
press conference today before they
I
played South
know
Carolina.
it was good. Friend of the pod, by the way. Friend of the pod.
Yeah, we're gonna get him back on soon.
Jeff is a good time all the time. Our boy Charlie's still waiting on his first win, although he had a very solid opening conference game against Jacksonville, and it went to overtime. They lost 85-82. So they're knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door, and it's going to keep getting better. They just got to stay the course. These kids are going to figure it out. And yeah, Charlie's doing a good job. So we're proud of Charlie. In case you guys were wondering, he's actually coaching his team now. So his time here may be not as frequent as it has been.
Right.
Okay, is that it? What else we got? Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Let's just get to our shout outs. We've already been on for 2 hours.
We have. These mashups are long, bro. Long. Oh, your Cowboys play tonight.
Big game for my Cowboys tonight.
I need to make a statement that you're not going to be prepared for at all. You're not. I'm just telling you right now, you're not prepared for what I'm about to say.
I've conditioned myself to be ready for anything you have to say.
I don't think you're ready for this one. I think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
That doesn't surprise me that you said it.
I think they're going to win the division. I don't see how. I think tonight
will go a long way with that.
If they can steal tonight, and it will be a steal because it's a desperate, desperate Lions team.
But it's also a very injured Lions team.
But it's also a very injured Lions team. If they can steal tonight, which, listen, I don't know what the Lions are going to do to stop, George Pickens, because nobody else seems to be able to figure it out. So, I think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
Reason why I may have said it 2 weeks ago that I think they're going to win the division, and it's after they beat Philly. Yeah. Because it's not necessarily what Dallas is doing. It's because I think Philly is a dumpster fire right now.
Yep.
I think they were winning in spite of their problems. I think that loss to Dallas may have submarined their season, because you can get by with all the noise if you're winning. Yeah. But as soon as you lose,
Philly is the dumbest winning team I've ever seen.
You are so right.
I don't understand. And by the way, watched Hard Knocks. Did not make it any better. Yeah, it started. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the first episode. And by the way, Jameis is on fire already.
Okay. You know what I'm doing as soon as we sign up.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's on fire already.
I took the day off, so I got all day.
Wait till you see who he called.
Lord.
I love Jameis. Jameis is my spirit animal.
Dude, we've got a Jameis Winston type in the media here in Louisville. Shout out to my boy Preston Harvey.
Okay.
He works with Kendall at WLKY. Young kid.
Do I know Preston? That name sounds familiar.
You don't know
Okay.
Preston.
All right.
Preston is Jameis. He looks like Jameis a little bit.
Yeah.
Never has a bad day. Sweetest kid on earth. Out there, beyond out there. Small example.
It's a good time.
Small example. And Preston won't get mad at me for sharing this because this is Preston.
Okay.
We're in the press room after the UK U of L game. We're in UK's press conference. One of the UK equipment guys has on these really thick, nice pants because it was so cold. And Preston's like, "Hey," and Preston will just start up a conversation with anybody. Yeah. "Hey man, where you get them pants at?" And he's like, he's like, "I figured they not vineyard vines or something." Preston thinks vineyard is pronounced vineyard. Argue with everyone in the room who was like, "Preston, it's vineyard, it's not vineyard." "Oh yeah, it's vineyard. Look how it's spelled."
But you gotta love him because he means that. In his heart, he means that.
I hugged him like my child and said, "Preston, please don't ever change." Like I would do Jameis the same way. If I ever met Jameis, I would hug him and say, "Jameis, please don't ever change."
Jameis is a good time all the time. And he's genuine. What the best part of James is the best part of Preston. That's who they are.
Yeah. And you just let them do. Just let them do that thing.
Just let them go. Gotta let them go. Gotta let them be who they are. Okay. So shout out to the Hard Knocks has been beautiful already. So I'm who else? Who else we shouting out? Anybody? You think of anybody else?
I'm a shout out. Even though he's getting a lot of publicity and he's probably a little young or early and young for him to be getting it, but to Pierre Rondo, Rajon Rondo's son, 8th grader. If you want to see his highlights, just go to my Twitter page. 29 points the other night.
You think it's early?
29 points. This 8th grader had in a varsity game. against a good Ballard team. Now, Ballard's best two players weren't playing. I will say that.
Let's start there. Yeah.
But this is an eighth grader playing varsity basketball, getting 29 points in the season opener. So, shout out to Pierre Rondo and shout out to Rajon. Because Rajon has been, he says he's retired. He's been a big part of the community. You see Rajon everywhere.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely here for it. I like the kid a lot. By the way, Shaq's daughter is a problem.
I would imagine.
Yeah, his oldest baby is a problem. She's about to. She might end up being the second best basketball player in her family.
Okay.
She's really good. She's really, really good, and she's got her daddy's height. She's about 6'4", 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
She's a problem. Got a nice touch around the glass. She's a problem. Yeah, she's a problem. So, all right, interesting stuff. I don't really have. Do I have any shout outs today other than my daughter finishing up her classes? Some of her classes early for the year in high school. She's finished 2 classes.
I didn't know that was possible.
I was like, that's impressive. Yeah. So I wanted to give her a shout out, and that's probably it. Oh, shout out to my aunt for ordering that Popeye's Cajun turkey. That was awesome. I'd never had it.
I never had it. I've always been interested.
I've always been interested, and she did it. Now the thing was huge; it's like 22 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But she needed every inch of that turkey because it was really good, and we all ate it.
I bet. I mean, it looks good on the commercial.
It looks good on the commercial, and it lived up to the hype. It was really good.
I'll think about that for Christmas.
Jacob, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's an under. I don't think you shouting him out too soon. I think we're just ahead of the curve.
Because I'd seen him play before, but it was against other little kids.
Yeah,
this first time I seen him play.
He can ball. He can ball.
He got his daddy's IQ. He actually played varsity last year. I forgot. He was a backup, but now he's starting.
Yeah, he's got his daddy's IQ. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. By the time he gets to a senior year,
waiting on that growth spurt to hit. Once that growth spurt hit, look out.
No, I'm just saying. He's gonna be a problem. Okay. But yeah, that's all the shout out I got. And again, shout out to 50 Cent for keeping it petty. I mean, you know. I can't argue with a man's petty. I want to, but I can't.
You're a big fan of the petty.
I like the petty.
You like the petty.
I like the petty. I do. All right. We're out of here. We'll give you 2 hours worth of quality content. Doggone it. What do you want, our souls?
I will give them that 10 minutes of us trying to figure out the internets was probably not the best.
I love this. I love it. I've been playing with it the entire time. I love it. This is long overdue. Google or Microsoft or whoever put this together. Long overdue. All right. Which ending do we give them? Do we give them press and pros or do we give them?
I say press and pros.
We give them press and pros.
Y'all, we got it. Scoop and y'all, we got it. Scoop and y'all, we got it. Scoop and